Hey creator, it's Rob here at vidIQ, and today I wanted to share with you my personal favorite vidIQ tool that is 100% free and will become your ever-present companion on this YouTube journey. This is the redesign, revamp of the vidIQ channel stats that's more subtle and more in line with YouTube's UI, and it shows you similar stats if you just leave it there, sat in the top right-hand corner of the browser, and if you mouse over it, it's going to show you those extra analytics. And this is where things get a lot more interesting. As mentioned earlier, the previous channel stats bar was limited to just 5 key metrics, but already we're seeing a lot more here available, and that's just from the overview drop down. We can click here and we can look at pretty much anything on our channel. We can look at the real-time stats as they're coming in, or we can go to stats from the last 28 days, or we can look at the stats for the entire channel over its lifetime and look at how quick it is. You know, when you go to the YouTube Student, it takes like 10 seconds to refresh your lifetime stats. Well, it just does it instantly here, and that's pretty incredible, isn't it? And with more metrics comes more choices as to what to put at the top of the channel stats bar. So what we can do is go to our favorites. I'm going to unfavorite everything here just so that we're starting from scratch and pick some metrics. Obviously, I'm going to have the real-time stats for the last 60 minutes. That's one I'm always going to have. And I think views for the last 48 hours, that's something else that I'd like to have. And you know what I fancy? I fancy lifetime views, lifetime subscribers, but I also want to know how much money I'm making recently. And so let's go to last 7 days, and that's our revenue for the last 7 days. So I can favorite all of these things to add to the stats bar at the top, to keep an eye on my key metrics when I'm just browsing around YouTube. To summarize what this tool is doing then, it's picking out the best bits and pieces from the YouTube Studio channel analytics page, along with the different timeframes that you can use, and sticking it in here for instant access, no matter where you are on YouTube, watching a video, searching for something on a channel page. But what we do appreciate is that we're giving you a lot more options and a lot more data. So that can be managed a little bit by clicking on the cog icon here. And you can choose whether to show certain metrics, like if we remove the views, you see it disappears from the stats bar. But we can also be more granular or less granular by showing exact results. So if you look at the view count here, it currently says 11.7K. If I wanted the exact number, then yeah, it's going to show me specific counts for everything. So you can go as hardcore as you want or as broad as you want. And we can also decide how often we want these statistics to update through the drop downs here. We really have thought of everything, I think, because you might have more suggestions and we want to hear them in the comments below. So do let us know if you would like a specific metric added to this list, and we'll see what we can do. And we're not done just yet, because this tool has one last party piece. When you're working towards monetization, you have a dedicated page in the YouTube Studio called Earn on YouTube, and it will show you your progress to eligibility, subscriber counts, public watch hours, shorts views, and so on. But with our tool, from any page on YouTube, if you go to the overview section of the channel stats, it will give you that exact detail on screen now. So you don't have to go to the YouTube Studio all of the time. And as you can see, I'm fine with subscribers, but I've got a long way to go with watch hours or shorts views. It's tough, this, isn't it? And just like any other metric, you can add these to your permanent stats bar, but the difference is these figures will be indicated in yellow if you haven't met the requirement, but green if you have. How cool is that? And I did say this was free, right? The channel stats bar is one of the 100% free tools that you get when you download the browser extension, along with many more that are too numerous to mention here. But what I will suggest you do is just watch any video on YouTube, whether it be a long form video or a short, once you've got our browser extension installed, and your jaw is going to drop to the floor at just how much stuff there is to see. So there you have the channel stats bar. I hope you fall in love with it as much as I have over the past decade. But we also have some very new tools, including our filters feature that's going to do hardcore research on YouTube to help you find the best videos to make for your channel.